All right, I'm here with ROARKE KNAPP, and it's a new year, new outlook. How are you going into 2020?
Just positive, more positive than anything. I just want it to be a good year. It doesn't have to go my way, but it just has to be a good year. Obviously certain things are going to be up and down, and that's a fact of life. But I just do my best to make sure it's a positive one, as best as possible.
Last time we spoke, you didn't really know when the fight was going to come. Obviously, there was another fight that got cancelled. You and Tristan then got put in as a result of that. Are you ready now for this?
Yeah, of course. That's our job as fighters, is to be ready for the call at any time. From what I understood, we were fighting on the 1st of May. So I was getting ready and I was gearing up for it anyway. I was in training. I was doing what I was supposed to do, and then I got the call to do it on the 21st of March, which is no problem. This is our job. This is what we are supposed to do. We live to fight. So the sooner the better.
You got to fight Tristan. He's also a good up-and-coming fighter. What are your thoughts on him?
No, he's a good fighter. Obviously, we both had some unlucky decisions. Well, not unlucky decisions. Our fights were unlucky the last time. We came up short. But this is boxing. You win some, you lose some. It's how you come back and how you handle it. That's what counts. Tristan's a great fighter. We've always got time and we always have a chat together whenever we see each other at boxing. So I got no bad blood. But then again, I've got no bad blood for anybody. That's just how I am. So come 21st of March, it's just business. Two young, hungry fighters that are going to be in there. Fighting it out, and that's what it's about. This is why we train and this is why we box. So I'm excited. I'm sure just as excited I am, he is as well. So I'm looking forward to it. Just got to get the job done.
Something new that's come about this year is you've got a lot more doubters now, I'd say, and it's sort of you in the media. Have you had thoughts, seen anything like that?
This is actually the first I've heard of it, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. People are always going to have an opinion. People are always going to have something to say, whether it's good or bad. It's my job not to listen to it and to take it in. So I don't anyway. I keep to myself. I don't bother anybody. I'm very I just keep to myself. I spend time with my family, my friends, the people that matter. I do what I'm supposed to do, and that's it. If people are going to criticize me and doubt me and whatever it is, then let them. People must be. I don't really care about people, so they can say what they want and do what they want. It doesn't bother me. I'm here for one reason, and that's just to do what I have to do. I'm living my own life. I'm not living anybody else's life, and they're not living my life. That's just my thoughts on it. So I just crack on and do what I have to do regardless.
Tristan obviously fought Boyd Allen, a former sparring partner of yours in the last fight. From that fight, have you seen anything that you can take advantage of?
To be honest, I haven't done a lot of studying of that fight. I do remember things from watching the fight, but that night after I'd lost to Brendan, I didn't really care what I was watching, to be honest. I was just wanting to be with my friends and family, so I was sitting at the table spending time with my loved ones more than anything. I wasn't in a disrespectful manner that I wasn't watching the fighting. I was just spending time with my loved ones, especially coming off a loss. It's just all I wanted to do. So I didn't watch too much of the fight. I did watch drips and drabs where they did both have great moments. But in all honesty, I wasn't too focused on that. I was just, caught in the moment with being my friends and family at that time. So I didn't watch a lot of the fight. I still haven't to this day. Like I said, I've just been cracking on with what I have to do, focusing on myself and myself only.
You mentioned that your first loss. How much of a difference has that made in sort of your career path?
It makes a lot of different changes. Some I don't even know how to explain. It's a learning curve. That's all it is. Yes, I lost. I look at it as a learning curve. If you don't learn from that, you need to really, really go back to the drawing board. And I learned from that, I needed it to happen, and I'm glad it happened, because if it didn't happen, I wouldn't have learned what I've learned. That's how you evolve. That's how you grow. That's how you get better with things. Life's not always about winning. You have to lose sometimes to grow from it. So I've grown from it, I train hard. I know what's at stake. I know what I need to do, regardless if I don't want to do it. Sometimes I feel like swearing people in the gym because I just don't want to be there, but I do it anyway because I have to. There's no ifs, there's no buts, there's no questions. There's certain things that have shifted in my mentality that I'm happy have shifted because of the fight, and I needed it. If that didn't, I don't think if that fight had gone the way, if I'd won that fight, I wouldn't have learned what I know now, and I needed that to happen. So I'm very grateful for that. That's the thing. I'm more grateful for the lessons and the loss than upset about it, because all I want to do is grow as a person and a fighter, and if that's the way I have to do it, that's the way I have to do it. So I'm very happy about that. All in all, I'm just happy with how things are going. I'm just training, focusing on me. I know what's important, and I know what's not. So I'm removing all opportunities that aren't important, and I don't waste my energy and time on things that are not important. If it's important, then I'm going to do my best for it, work on it, and whatever that is in life. I worry about the things that really count, and that's it.
This fight, if you look at it, you and Tristan are both sort of power punchers, I'd say. I mean, I'm not taking away from any of your boxing abilities, but if you break it down, you both have got good power. Is this fight do you think it might turn into a bit of a slugfest?
You never know. Obviously, you never know. You can never predict it as it's going to be. You can never call it as it's going to be, because in a fight it goes very differently, and it's been proven that many times. Mike Tyson has said you've got a game plan until you get hit in the mouth, which is very true. You can go in there with all these ideas of what to do, and then it can change drastically. So you've got to be prepared for that. So either way it goes, I'll be ready for it. Obviously we have our certain game plans, but on the night we'll see what has to happen. On the night is what meant to be will happen. From there, that's how we handle it.
I'm not going to ask you for the prediction, but I want to ask you, more than what you think is going to happen, do you want to the knockout in this fight, just to sort of redeem what's happened in the past?
Look, if a knockout comes, a knockout comes. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Do I want to redeem a loss? Of course I do. Whatever way that redemption comes, I'll take it. I'm not here to hurt people. I'm not here to call shots and predictions and stuff like that. My main thing is just to win at all costs. And however that comes, it comes, as long as it comes through. So, I'm not here to predict, and I've never been like that. So the main thing is, like I said earlier, I worry about certain things, and that's just getting a win. Doesn't matter how it comes and how it happens. Winning is winning, and obviously in style. I have to win in style, so that's my main priority. I'm not going out there to try and knock him out, because that might not happen. I can't have those expectations, because what if it doesn't happen? That's my game plan out the window. So that's why I say you can never predict what happens. You just have to handle it accordingly. So a win in good fashion, definitely.
Not to overlook Tristan from your point of view, but would you ever like to rerun it again with Brandon Sasa?
Yeah, of course. I mean, this is what we do. As fighters, when we lose, we'd love to have the rematch with the people that have beaten us. If that opportunity ever happens, of course, by all means, I'd love to get it on again with him. It was a great fight, and like I said to him as well, I said I enjoyed sharing the ring with him. So why not get that enjoyment again? Why not get that good fight? Give the fans another good fight. So if that opportunity arises, by all means.
If you look at the camera, could you give Tristan a message before you guys step in the ring?
Tristan, I hope you're training hard, buddy, same as me. Let's give a good show on the 21st of March. We're both young, hungry, and up and coming. Let's show these people what we can really do.
And then lastly, a shout out to anybody.
Yeah, a big shout out to my sponsors. First and foremost, Extreme Nutrition, ACDC Dynamics, My Gym Greenstone, Arts and Salt Tattoos. You guys are, as I've always said, very, very important to me. You guys are behind me all the way, no matter what I do. So without you guys, you guys mean the world to me. Mo from Cellular Boutique as well, hooking me up with everything I've ever needed, especially for certain equipment that I can use in training. You guys, I got a lot of love for you, and I always have. And my friends and family for always rocking with me and riding with me through thick and thin. Even when I lost, you guys were with me, which I doubted, but you guys are, that means more than anything to me.